The company's annual celebration was supposed to be a night of joy, music, and a well-deserved break from the relentless grind of deadlines and meetings. I had spent the past year buried in a project that had broken company records, and my boss, Richard, had personally invited me. With a broad grin, he said, "Mark, you've earned this. Bring your wife. I'd love to meet the woman who keeps you grounded." I felt proud. Finally, some recognition for all the late nights and sacrifices. Claire had taken hours getting ready. When we arrived, her silver dress sparkled under the lights, drawing eyes wherever she went. She was radiant, mesmerizing, and I felt a swell of pride as she smiled at me. Everything seemed perfect, at least on the surface. The ballroom buzzed with laughter, music, and the clinking of champagne glasses. I introduced Claire to colleagues, watching her charm everyone effortlessly. She had a warmth about her that drew people in, and I adored her for it. But as the evening unfolded, I noticed she had drifted away. My eyes searched until I found her at the bar, laughing with Richard. My stomach sank. She leaned in slightly, her hand brushing his arm, her laughter light and inviting. Richard's gaze lingered too long, and Claire didn't seem to mind. I tried to tell myself it was harmless small talk, until I saw her take a sip from his drink with that teasing smile, one I hadn't seen on anyone else but me. My chest tightened. I approached, trying to keep my composure, but my heart pounded so loudly I could barely hear the music. Richard's voice cut through the din. "Your husband's lucky, but I might give him a run tonight." Claire laughed, lightly protesting, but her tone wasn't refusal. It was playful. That was it. Something inside me snapped. I stepped closer, voice low but firm. "Funny thing about competition, Richard. Sometimes the other guy doesn't play fair." The room fell quiet. Claire's smile disappeared. Richard smirked. "Relax, Mark. It's just a joke. Parties are like that." I clenched my fists. Flirting with my wife in front of me was his idea of fun? Heads turned. Whispers spread. "She's beautiful," he said, smirking even more. "Anyone would notice." I didn't think. I acted. My fist connected with his jaw. The crack echoed across the ballroom. Gasps followed. Music faltered. Richard stumbled back into the bar, gripping his face in shock. "What the hell, Mark?" he shouted. Claire's voice pierced my ears, trembling. "Stop. Please stop." I stepped away from her, heart racing, anger surging. "You humiliated me," I said softly, though my voice shook. "Do you think I wouldn't notice?" Her eyes filled with panic and guilt. "Mark, it wasn't like that." I shook my head. "What was it then?" Laughing, touching him, sipping from his drink in front of me. Security intervened, pulling Richard toward the back while a supervisor guided me aside. "Go home, Mark. This isn't good," he said quietly. The drive home was silent, heavy with tension. Once we arrived, Claire broke down. "I'm sorry, Mark. I didn't mean to. It was just friendly." I stared at her, hollow and exhausted. Friendly doesn't mean letting another man cross lines. Not when your husband is right there. I stepped back as she reached for my hand. "You didn't just embarrass me," I said quietly. "You made me look like a fool." The next morning, I walked into work expecting the worst. Richard was there, jaw swollen but smug as ever. He called me in. "You've got guts, Mark. You humiliated me at the party. But I'll let it slide if you apologize." I met his eyes evenly. "No," I said simply, placing my resignation letter on his desk. "I'm done working for someone who doesn't understand respect." 6 months have passed. I've launched my own consulting business, smaller, quieter, but honest. Claire and I no longer share our lives. We exist only in memories that no longer matter. People still whisper about the night I punched my boss at the company party. Some call it reckless. Maybe it was. But when I look back, I don't see failure. I see the moment I refused to be disrespected any longer.